They thought I was weak. They thought I would cry after losing my job. They thought I would disappear from the corporate world forever. But they were wrong. Because 12 months later, I didn't just return. I owned their company. I was working at Titan Global Enterprises, a top corporate company. Luxury offices, powerful clients, powerful people. I was part of the strategic analytics team. My work was important, but I was never important to them. I was just another employee number. But I was ambitious, too ambitious for their comfort. I started getting noticed by senior management. That was my first mistake. One of the senior directors didn't like me. He believed I was becoming too popular with clients. One day he called me into his office. He said I was making mistakes in reports. He accused me of data errors. Fake. But I had no proof. Corporate world is not about truth. It is about power. And I had no power at that time. 2 weeks later, something strange happened. A client complained about data mismatch. They blamed me, even though I had never touched that project. But corporate politics had already decided my fate. I was called into HR meeting. 3 people were sitting there. No explanation was given. Just one sentence. You are terminated due to company policy violations. I felt anger burning inside me, but I didn't react, because I was already thinking about revenge. After leaving the company, I didn't search for another job immediately. Instead, I started studying financial markets. I learned about investments, stocks, corporate acquisitions. I wanted to understand one thing: how companies really lose control. With small startups, helping them grow, advising them on business strategies. Slowly, I built connections with investors. Then I met a billionaire venture capitalist. He liked my mindset. Not my education, not my experience, my mindset. He funded my business consulting startup. While working in market research, I discovered something shocking. Titan Global Enterprises was facing hidden financial instability. They had massive debts disguised as operational expenses. Their stock value was artificially maintained. If market confidence dropped, they would collapse. I kept this information secret. Revenge needs patience. I started spreading business reports anonymously. Not fake rumors, real financial analysis reports. Investors started becoming nervous. Stock prices slowly started falling. Titan Global didn't know who was attacking them. That was the best part. Fear without knowing the enemy. Then I made my biggest move. I started buying company shares. Not all at once. Slowly. Through multiple investment accounts. Nobody suspected, because I was just a small investor in their eyes. A nobody. That was their second mistake. After 12 months, Titan Global was facing financial crisis. They started layoffs. Senior management panic increased. Then I received a phone call. It was from my old director. He sounded desperate. He said they wanted to hire me again. He said they made a mistake. I didn't answer immediately. I waited 48 hours. Because silence is powerful. I attended their emergency corporate meeting. Everyone was stressed. Then I walked inside. Silence filled the room. My old director looked shocked. Employee. I was now one of their largest shareholders. I had controlling influence in board decisions. I slowly said, "You fired me when I had nothing. Now I decide your company's future." Their faces turned pale. I didn't destroy the company. Instead, I removed the corrupt management. Because real revenge is not destruction. Real revenge is taking control and building something better. They fired me to break me, but they forgot one thing. You cannot destroy someone who is quietly building power.